Welcome to free awareness classes on Indian Constitution conducted by Tharananellur Educational and Cultural Society through Irinjalakuda Vivekananda Civil Service Academy's YouTube channel every day at 7 p.m. This is me, Mahesh Kumar. As usual, all of you please subscribe our YouTube channel, and if you are interested in this class, please like and share it. Today, we are going to discuss about Article 31C of Indian Constitution. This was added to Article 31 as a separate clause through the 25th Amendment Act in 1971. Later, when Article 31 was removed in the year 1978, this became an independent article. Before understanding the subject matter of Article 31C, let us understand the three rights of citizens given by the Constitution. They are in the form of political, social and economic rights. In the case of political rights, these are the basic rights of the citizens and also known as the fundamental rights. And here, if any one of such a right denied by the state, citizens can approach the court because they are justiciable in nature. Whereas in the case of social and economic rights, they are non-justiciable in nature. That's why they put under the head of directive principles of state policy. Here, state will provide such rights to the citizens if they have only adequate resources. Otherwise, they will not. That is the most important point here. Let us understand the two provisions contained in Article 31C of Indian Constitution. Let us see the first provision. It provides the savings of certain rights under directive principles of state policy. These are mainly in the form of Article 39 Clause B and Article 39 Clause C. During the time of the implementation of these provisions, these articles, if there is any violation of fundamental rights of Article 14 and 19, citizens can't approach the court. They will not be void in nature. Let us try to understand what is the content of Article 39 Clause B. It says the equal distribution of resources of the community for a common good. Here the resources will be oil resources, water resources, forest resources, mining resources and so on. While distributing such resources among citizens, state always will give a priority to poor sections. Here, rich will complain. Why state is making the violation of Article 14? Here, Article 14 means a right to equality. So that rich is saying state should consider all the citizens equally. In the case of Article 39C, it says the equal distribution of wealth among the citizens. State is providing such things to the citizens to avoid the concentration of wealth in a few hands. That's why they are coming with different rates of taxation. Here, rich will be charged a high rate of taxes, whereas the poor will not be charged any rate of taxes. So definitely rich would say this is the violation of Article 14, but they can't approach the court according to Article 31C. Let us see how Article 19 get violated. What Article 19 says? According to Article 19 of Indian Constitution, all the Indian citizens have the right to acquire, hold and dispose the properties. Here, the rich would say, on one hand, a state permitting to acquire and hold properties. But while distributing such resources and wealth, the state is not providing equality. That is their complaint. Here in the second provision of Article 31C, this provision says, if the state is making any laws to implement Article 39B and C, that will not come under the purview of judicial review. Here the court replied with a famous judgment, that is Keshavananda Bharati versus the state of Kerela case in the year 1973. What this case is saying? According to this judgment, Supreme Court said Parliament has the right to amend any provisions of the Constitution, including the preamble, but they have no right to amend the basic structure of the Constitution. Here, judicial review is a part of a basic structure. That's why Supreme Court said the first provision of Article 31C is good, that we can accept. But your second provision, that is not acceptable. Later, in the year 1976, Indira Gandhi government came with the 42nd amendment. This 42nd amendment is also known as the mini constitution of India, because through this amendment, Indira Gandhi government tried to amend majority provisions of Indian constitution, including the preamble. So here, Indira Gandhi government has said Article 31C is extended to all the provisions of DPSP. Here we have to understand in which period the 42nd amendment was came. That was during the time of third national emergency. Here, with the support of constitutional provisions, Indira Gandhi government tried to throw all her opponents behind the bars. And later, see, in the year 1980, Minerva Mills versus the Union of India case, Supreme Court said it is not applicable to make Article 31C to the entire provisions of DPSP. Okay, it is applicable to Article 39B and C. But if you are making that provision to the entire part of DPSP, that we can't accept, because DPSP is a vast part of Indian Constitution. And in that case, the Supreme Court also said both fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy should be considered in an equal manner, in a balanced manner. Now I think you could understand Article 31C of Indian Constitution. We can conclude this session. All of you, thank you very much.